All right.
Hey guys, Robbie here from CrossFit South Bend. Today we have a special edition of Wellness Wednesday. We have Laurel over here, one of our awesome, amazing members who graciously agreed to allow us to come into LaSalle Grill. We have Chef Rob over here, and they're going to take us on a little tour of LaSalle Grill.
So welcome. It's the kitchen at LaSalle Grill. Rob's our chef de cuisine. He writes the menus and kind of heads the kitchen up here. So he's going to show us some of the proteins and how we cook things and things like that.
Our menu, we have locally sourced meat. Our meat situation with the red meat, this is all from the Midwest. Most of it's from Iowa. I have a deer on the menu right now that's grown in Texas. This is native to New Zealand. Very lean, very clean tasting, not too gamey. Beautiful stuff. Then I have salmon. This is from Faroe Island. It's around Scotland. I have barramundi. It's from New Zealand. I have Arctic char, and that is a Canadian product. We get New Zealand racks of lamb. And as far as our chicken goes, we get Amish chicken from Miller's Amish Chicken. It's a double lobe. We sell half of it per order, sliced. And we also have a locally sourced pork product that we use. It's a double cut pork chop with bone in. Very popular, always on the menu. Edit that.
As far as how we cook, we have a live hardwood grill. You can see here. All the wood for the grill is sourced locally. We don't have a gas grill or anything like that. So it's kind of unique to our kitchen here. Gives a lot of our proteins good flavor, things like that. I would say the most important thing is that most of our products are sourced as much as we can locally. They're sustainable, and as well as produce, things like that. Produce, we have a lot of different farmers from the local area that come in and bring us all kinds of different things, and we never know what we're going to get, so it's kind of fun because we write our menus every day and we change the menu every day, and that helps us because we don't know what we're getting from those farmers, and kind of helps them too to move their product too.
All right, guys, so in just a second, we're going to check out queue time. But one of the things I want to emphasize that Laurel and Chef Rob were just emphasizing is the importance of real whole food, cooking your food from scratch, locally sourced, fresh ingredients, and LaSalle Grill does that to a T. And in just a second, we're going to give you guys a little peek into queue time here at LaSalle Grill.
I like everyone to know what has nuts in it, what has flour in it. We have a lot of people that have the celiac type of situation that walk through the door. We have a lot of people that have bizarre sorts of allergies. One of the reasons why we have queue time is so that we train and educate all of our staff to know what we're putting out of this kitchen, so that when they're at the table and somebody says, hey, I got a problem with this, is this any part of this dish? Instead of them having to stop and go back to the kitchen, they have a working knowledge of everything on this menu. Salmon's over rusted Brussels sprouts and orzo pasta, just those two things together. Almond and cranberry vinaigrette. It's made with reduced cranberries, mirepoix, a little bit of cranberry juice, red wine vinegar, barramundi, pan-seared, spinach, almonds, kale, and cabbage. The curried zucchini broth. It's got zucchini, of course, onions, celery, a little caraway and garlic, and of course curry. Rosemary scented quinoa. You're going to see a little bit of chopped broccoli in that as well. The citrus and white wine puree, sauteed onions, jalapenos, and then that's mixed with fresh cilantro, cumin, chicken stock, and pumpkin seeds.
All right, guys, so we're here at LaSalle Grill in downtown South Bend. I was just here a couple weeks ago and had a birthday dinner with my wife. It was fantastic. If you guys haven't been here for a special occasion yet, you should very strongly consider coming down here. We're going to talk a bit about the menu now that we've visited the kitchen and we saw a little bit of queue time. So the main thing I want to highlight with LaSalle Grill is the fact that it really focuses on real whole food. We just got done with Q Time, where the chef was going over the dishes for tonight, and he was talking about the fact that they saute everything in butter and olive oil, which are two incredibly healthy oils to cook in. He was also talking about the fact that no matter what your dietary preferences, whether you have a major sensitivity to gluten or to dairy, they can always accommodate things for you. But whatever dietary philosophy you believe in, the important thing to always remember is this idea or notion of real whole food. Everything on the menu here is made from locally sourced, fresh ingredients. It's produced pretty much every night. Laurel earlier was telling us that they have 2 freezers in the building, and those are mainly used for ice cream. They're not used for meat or veggies, because the meat and veggies here are fresh. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the menu, and we're going to talk about some of the good items on there that you could potentially order. So one of the unique things about LaSalle, which again I think is definitely to its credit with this whole real whole food idea, is that the menu changes a lot, and that's because in December you can't get fresh tomatoes because things taste better in season and they have more nutrients for you if they're in season. So that's really to LaSalle's credit that they change things up like that and use fresh, locally sourced ingredients. So some things that you could order if this happened to be a similar menu to the one you'd get when you came here. If you happen to be following the paleo diet, you could do something like the beef tenderloin carpaccio, which is going to have some pickled red onions, some microgreens, and a soft-boiled egg. As far as the salads go, you could have the Granny Smith apples and arugula salad with some gorgonzola, candied almonds, dried cranberries, watermelon mint dressing. They've got a lot of great sides like sautéed green beans. I had the tobacco onion mashed potatoes when I was here. They were delicious. All sorts of different delicious sides. Of course, with the mains, you've got something like the New York strip or the hardwood grilled breast of Amish chicken. But really, again, the main thing I want to emphasize is that, sometimes people think eating healthy at restaurants is just this overwhelming, impossible thing. Really, at the end of the day, if you go to most quality restaurants, the entrees are going to be some type of quality protein, some type of veggie or starch, and some type of healthy fat. And that's really what healthy eating is all about. That's what we've talked about many, many times on Wellness Wednesday. So at the end of the day, if you're having a special occasion, you're going out for a special occasion, feel free to enjoy yourself, but do it at a place like LaSalle. Do it at a place that really focuses on fresh, quality, local sourced ingredients, that cooks in butter and olive oil, and that focuses on changing the menu from season to season and from day to day, so that you can get the freshest, most quality ingredients out there. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.